Hi guys, Russ here from Wilson Land and Cattle Company, and I also have my buddy Walker. We're having a field day here on the farm today. Got about 30 people coming. It's going to be pretty much innovation. Now, I had a lot of folks reach out to me and say, hey, can you record it, because we just can't travel that far to get to your field day. You're being dumb. So we're going to try and record this as much as we can. And I don't know how many videos it's going to be, but we'll have a few. Okay, go ahead. Okay, we don't really have any guest speakers for say coming in now. We have some agency folks, conservation. POS is the one that put this together, but there is some other folks that are helping with it, like and I don't know where all the grant money is. I'll try and record that so we don't miss anybody, but we've had a lot of great folks pull together here and come up with a little bit of money so we can have this field day. Even if you try to do it for free, it still ends up costing you, whether it's just for the portage on or rental of chairs or whatever. And we've come up with enough money that we're going to be able to have sandwiches at lunchtime and be able to sit around and talk a little bit. So, okay, that was the cow move for the morning of the field day. And our farm, we have two farms that we put together. It's 220 acres. We're a regenerative farm, which in regenerative, it's very, very low input. I haven't spent $500 in seed here, fertilizer, lime, probably in the last 6 or 7 years. So in saying that, it makes the farm more profitable, which that's kind of what drives me to do these events. And I go out and I speak. I have a YouTube channel. And speaking to you folks is basically what drives the whole thing for me, because oftentimes the small farmer is non-profit. There's no profit for them. We don't work off the farm. Everything, I can't say that totally now because I do some speaking, and I have the YouTube channel, which makes me $100 a month, which is not nothing. But we don't work off the farm. My wife takes care of my kids. This is Emmy, Purple. She's a sheep expert. And then we have Walker. He's been kind of putting in charge of the cows here for the last 20 days. I've been laid up. I haven't been able to do anything. So him and Mom's been taking care of the cows. And then my wife Lenny, she pretty much takes care of the donkeys. We got 13 donkeys and mules. 12? Is that what it is? I don't know what it is. Okay. We got a lot. I just come back from Tennessee or Oklahoma here, 2 months ago. Has it been 3 months? Okay, I brought 2 back. Pretty big donkeys. So
He's hoping one will actually make it so he can ride it. And the kids don't steal it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Every time I get an animal that I'm going to ride with these guys, they steal it from me. So the last donkey I got down in, it was down in Maryland. Yeah, Maryland. I went to Maryland and picked up, and I got her home, and my son took her from me. And Emmy took my mule that I broke in 2008. So I went to Oklahoma and I brought 2 back. That way, if somebody steals one, at least I still have one. Okay. This is going to be a kind of a different type of deal that we're doing here today. For the introduction, we fed our first bale of hay last year on March 1st. That was the first bale of hay that we fed these cows back here. They're very, very low input cows. Whenever I buy hay, now this hay that's on here is like super, super high quality. The cows would never get that. Our cow herd, we feed them mulch hay, straw, whatever we can get for really cheap. Okay. In doing that, that makes a cow, it calls the cows out that just can't make it on the farm. And it makes it for a low input animal, and it makes for, believe it or not, a healthier animal because you're calling the stuff that just can't do it. So you'll notice the cows, just please stay out of the pasture. The cows, we do have 2 bulls in there. They're a little frisky this morning. They haven't done anything mean or stupid, but you know how bulls are around strangers. You're welcome to walk up and down the fence line, whatever. Just please stay out of the pasture field. So this year we've got about 40 acres that we haven't touched yet. We haven't grazed at all. We do not make any hay. We purchase all of our hay. We fed hay for, I think it was 47 days last year, which is, you know, if you're buying hay, it cost me $150 a day to feed all our livestock. So that's the reason for going late into the year grazing through the winter time. There is a learning process there, and I hope you folks came with questions. PASA, I reached out to Clarion Conservation District, and they were pretty busy with the ACAP and stuff like that. They weren't able to, and I think we reached out to Jane. She's busy with the Venango County Conservation District. We've worked with PASA the last 3 years, and Lindsay said, yeah, I think we can put something together. So she had the extra time to put in it because there's a lot of work that's involved in putting one of these on, believe it or not, and it's actually costly too. You know, I really thank everybody that's helped. Jane brought the donuts, the high brick donuts. They're going to talk about some of the programs that they have to offer here later in the day. Mainly today, Lindsay, PASA's been actually after me here for about the last 3 years. They have a program at their conference. I usually speak at their conference every year. The last couple years, they've been like, well, why don't you bring some of your innovation stuff down? So, because they have what they call an innovation corner. And basically what it is you as farmers, if you don't have something you need or have something that you need and you can't go buy it typically, or you can buy it, bring it home, cut it into pieces, and then make it so it works for your operation. That's how farmers work because your farms are so specialized. You know, every farm here, is different. You might be doing similar things, but there's a lot of differences in the farm or within the farm. Here on the farm, I build a lot of things. And whenever I build stuff, I have 2 motives in mind. One motive is time savings, and the other motive is how can I keep the livestock out onto the land? Those are the 2 main things that I look at whenever I start building stuff. And Rob mentioned to me the other day on Facebook Messenger, and Rob is my partner in a Facebook group that we have called Adaptive Grazing Management. He's a partner of mine, but he said that it's not the grazing stuff that I talk about that's most helpful for him, it's the stuff that we build. I think there's a lot of other folks out there as well, and we're going to move the chicken yard over there, Rob, so you can see how it works. There's the pretty inventive thing that we had. And is anybody here poultry, have chickens? Anybody here moving sheep with nets? I got the thing for you guys. I seriously, I do. This thing is sweet, and it's not. It's a little pricey for what I usually do, but anything that you keep in a net, you could use this for. So even if you're just grazing, want to do a high stock graze with cattle, you could use it for cattle as well. So in saying that, I'm not going to talk too much longer here. Dylan, are you still running the bus over? Sure. Okay, so we're all going to climb on Dylan's bus here, and we're going to go to the other farm. I'm going to take my buggy over, but we're going to go to the home farm. And keep in mind, I haven't done nothing for 20 days. So, I didn't get the farm all picked up. We did get the grass cut. The donkeys have been in the yard for the last week, so it looks... it looks pretty nice right now. So, so let's get down and go ahead and get on Dylan's bus and
Probably have to do a couple
couple loads. Yeah.